Thank you, Steph. Yeah, we're going to work on an update on that for you in just moments. But right now, I want to get right back to London, where our special correspondent Lisa LaFlamme is standing by. Because, first of all, good morning to you, Lisa. I know we're dealing with a bit of a delay here, but I want to ask you something further to what you had a conversation with Dina and Devo moments ago. There was a tweet that Dina referenced, and I want to bring up that tweet because it's pretty incredible. So here is Lisa's tweet, including the video, and it said, "You don't need a stepladder to feel the deeply respectful silence of the crowd as the Queen's coffin passed by. An extraordinary moment." And Lisa, for you, you are there, of course, as a journalist, but you're also there within the crowd, taking this all in. And, you know, people all with their phones out. Can you describe this moment? Because your incredible career has spanned decades, and you have been to London before. You have covered royal moments before, but what is it about this moment that stood out for you?
I think it was the silence, really. I mean, everybody was chatting and jockeying for position, trying to edge closer to the mall to see the procession as it was going to come down. It was impossible, though. I mean, there were certain camera teams that had step ladders, and we were all sort of looking at them longingly. But it didn't matter in a weird way, because you could just feel this energy in the crowd of respect. And again, I can't even explain it, what silence feels like when you're with thousands and thousands of people. It was also emotional for so many in the crowd. We talked to so many people waiting and then after, and the reaction was pretty universal. Obviously, they made the huge effort of just getting there. It meant something to be as close to this moment in history as they could be. So it really was extraordinary, and we've seen a week of farewells and a week of emotional, extraordinary moments, and that'll, of course, all lead up to Monday's funeral.
Within these moments, Lisa, the next few days for the royal family, we caught glimpses from the cameras of the emotions, and many of them holding back emotion as much as they possibly could in front of these thousands of people. Can you lay out what the next few days will look like for the royal family?
Well, I can tell you that King Charles III, after leaving Westminster Hall yesterday, he and the Queen Consort made their way back to Highgrove, which is their home. I guess this is going to be their home now, but at the moment they're back in Highgrove. And he's been on the call, making calls, taking calls from world leaders and governors general, including Mary Simon. He also now has in his possession those famous red boxes, and anybody who watched The Crown, the series The Crown, or just knows about the Queen, the now King's responsibility with government. Every single day they get the red boxes where these are obviously confidential documents where he is able to see the business of the day. And so he's busy doing that. But it's absolutely the first day that he and Camilla have a little bit of a break from the public eye, and I should think they're exhausted after it's 1 week today that the Queen died, and it has been nonstop for him ever since. Also, the other royals, Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Harry, William and Kate, they have made their way back to Windsor, where they are now living. So I think everybody is sort of taking a little bit of a break while the general public makes their way through that massive 5-kilometer long lineup to try and get in and pay their final respects to the Queen, which the lineup is moving briskly, but it is still upward of 10 to 12 hours just to get in the doors to pay their respects. And
we're looking at a live shot inside Westminster Hall right now where people are paying their respects. I want to, you touched on it very briefly with Dina and Devo, the special coverage that we have planned for Her Majesty the Queen's funeral on Monday. It is a very early morning for us in Eastern Time, 5 a.m. But can you lay out, we have some incredible members of our team, of course, yourself, Cynthia Mulligan, our Tammy Sutherland has just landed, I believe, in London as well. Can you speak to what this special coverage is going to look like for our viewers?
And keep in mind, this is a mammoth operation. We didn't have a lot of time to plan this, so this is an extraordinary event for City News and the whole family to be able to do something of this magnitude, a broadcast worldwide that is going to be estimated to eclipse all other, considering all the world coverage. So the plan is that we'll have reporters along the route. We also are so pleased to say that we have some excellent experts, royal historian Helen Carr, who I spoke with the other night on City News. She's just brilliant. She's a writer and a biographer. We have Daniel Richler, who is an all-round great Canadian thinker. Certainly, we all know him well. And we have Jenny Bond, former BBC royal correspondent, who absolutely knows all the players. And it's going to be an extraordinary morning and a long broadcast, but an emotional one, I'm sure, and highly respectful of the Queen.
And we look forward to seeing your coverage and our team's coverage, Lisa. We will chat with you again the same time. Thank you so much, as always, for joining.